Good evening. This is day 2 of AK Sangvi GCC cricket tournament. Metallica versus STI Kings, the finalist of the previous edition number 1. And Metallica versus STI Kings has witnessed previously the final was very. The field is all between the batsmen. The batsman is asking for a review, and the umpire has immediately gone upstairs to the third umpire to check whether it is a free hit or not. Because I think the ball was above the waistline, and I think that should be a no ball. And even though the ball was above the waistline, time. So the first wicket of the second day, second day, the wicket have fallen in the very first over, and we don't want to repeat the final of the previous edition because the final was immensely one-side affair. The last edition that has taken place between both this team, even though Jayesh was very brilliant in that particular final, but still the match was completely one side. But it is new year, new match on a new given day. Anyone can be the hero for their given team. So that's STI versus Metallica have made the decision, and it gone into the form of a run out. It was in the air for a slight amount of time, but no harm to the batsman. Any kind of decision that we have seen in just 2 or 3 deliveries, the umpire seems to have just a rush of blood, and it can happen in any given day or any given match. It can happen because umpires are also human. Very good shot. Once again, oh, it was a slight midfield at the boundary line, and he is the same fielder was taking an excellent catch at the boundary line. So this thing happens in cricket. One moment up and one moment down. Next delivery, left-handed batsman on strike. It was a very decent delivery, very pacey delivery to be precise, but it was down the line, so we correctly judged as wide by the umpire. Next delivery, once again a very good delivery. He's bowling those Yorkers pretty very well, and he's judging his lines very well and taking the ball first. And we have seen in many of the tournaments, even in international cricket or even in any form of cricket, we have seen that any captain who wins the toss, he generally elects to field first because everyone needs that total. Everyone needs that kind of a clarity, that how much you're gonna chase and what are your mindset gonna be. You have to be very clear what you are doing or what you are going to chase. So this is actually the mindset which has been set by most of the international teams as well, because as we have seen in international cricket, in many tense matches also, if a captain won the toss, he just literally opt to field first. It is a very, very good shot. Brilliant shot. Just stand there and he just throws his bat to the ball, and a brilliant shot for a wonderful 6 at the offside. Brilliantly packed field there. Next delivery. Oh, that is a very good shot. It was a rocket shot to be precise. It was that good shot, but fielder somehow manages to throw his hand in front of that ball, and no run onto that delivery. Once again, a very good ball, but it was hit so firmly that this time the fielder thinks that there's no need to pull your hand to that particular delivery. He's batting good. He's looking very comfortable out there in the middle. So after 2 overs, the score is 16 for 1. Oh, it was in the air for some time. It should have been taken by the fielder, but nevertheless, it's happened in cricket. One time up and one turn down. It is absolutely fine. You can miss those catches, but at some time you have taken those kind of catches, which seems to be impossible. The bowler there's a review, and The umpires are discussing about it. There's a review about the dead ball also here. So if there is technology available, why not use it? So review is in place. Both umpires are discussing about it, and they can watch the replays as many times as they can, but at least they can finish the match in particular given time. So that would be very good for the tournament, for the coming matches also. The score is 16 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. So after a fair amount of time, the decision has been made, and it is declared as a fair delivery by the umpires. And in one shot also, I also thought that this delivery was actually fair delivery. Once again, a very good delivery and two chances in one particular over. This can be very damaging, or this can be very hurting to the fielding team, because he has already looking very dangerous in this over. Next delivery by Salish. Oh, that is also a very, very good delivery. Very good delivery once again. He's bowling those lines perfectly well. I think that he has judged the batsman perfectly well, and consecutive 4 dot balls. So that shows how good he is when it comes to the bowling. Once again, the ball was in the air, and it is a very good throw at the striker's end. So after 4 deliveries, first run has been taken. So total 5 deliveries have been bowled, and only single run has been conceded in this over. This is not the kind of a start that STI Kings would have expected. So with that wide, the score moves to 18 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Wicket is not an issue, but still your run rate has to be on there, because it is a 9 over match, and if you have that kind of a bowling attack where you can defend total, then it is fine. But if your batting is your main forte, then you have to make full use of it. In given 9 overs, make as many runs as possible, because there is no limit of runs that you cannot chase here, because this ground dimensions suits the style of the batsman, where they can go freely from ball 1. Next delivery. It was not intentional at all, but still, a run is a run. Next delivery. Kaushik with his next delivery, and it is a very good shot. As I have said, 2 chances have been gone down of this particular batsman, and he can damage any opponent team, because we have seen him play in the previous edition as well. He opens for his team, and he can take down the opponent. Now he will go at each and every delivery where you're gonna bowl. So next delivery after the 6, quite comprehensively he has taken the single. Now this is very smart cricket. Runs have already come in this over, so they just need to rotate the strike and give us as much a strike to the batsman, who is hitting very good. Next delivery once again into the slot. 1 run is comprehensively, comfortably taken. Pardon me. It was a low full toss, and but a very good stop at the boundary line. All the fielders who are who are tall and have a good fielding sense, they have in position quite well at the boundary line. So after 4 overs, the score is 30 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. After 4 overs, the score is 30 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. I can say it is a pretty average total. Not as good as STI Kings would have expected. Now, Jayesh is also on the field to have some go at to the boys. He might be instructing them how to play for or how to plan for the next couple of overs, because 4 over 30 runs, I think it is a bit less, because we have seen in this tournament chase has been done. Into the action after 4 overs, the score was 30 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. As soon as the game resumes, the score changed immediately. As in terms of a wide, the score now reads 4 overs, 31 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Next delivery, Vicky. Oh, that was a very good delivery. It was not that pacey in terms of the speed, but it was a spot on. It was an accurate delivery, and wicket have been fall down. And we have seen in many number of games, as soon as there is some sort of disruption or some types of interruption in the game, or strategic timeout, there is some or the other, the wicket find its way to get out, and we have seen here also. So second wicket have been gone down. 31 run for the loss of 2 wickets after 4.1 overs. Next delivery, steps it out on the very first delivery, and immediately he changes the strike also. Now Gaurav, the left-handed batsman, who is looking very confident while batting, so he will be on strike now for the STI Kings. Oh, what a shot was that! What a shot was that! It was just a bit shorter, and he pulls that like as if he was bowling on 140 or something. He just pulls that shot for a wonderful, fantastic six down the ground. And once again, a low ball does, and now 1 ball 6 and next ball out. This is cricket at its very best. The shot which he had played previously was fantastic in every aspect, but the very next delivery, the ball was not that good, and he has just hit straight into the hands of the fielder. So it is very unfortunate, because Gaurav was looking very dangerous for the STI Kings. He's batting very well, but still he finds some or the other way to get out. So Gaurav back into that. Now Mehul is in the place for Gaurav, and he has now the honors to take the score for his team. and he is more than capable enough. He is more than capable enough to take the score to some respectability. Once again, a very good delivery, and there is some football skill shown at the field, and all the fielders are celebrating and very confident. And yes, the decision has been made, and the wicket has been gone down. The umpire seems to be in some sort of hesitate to give the decision. So he has now referred it once again to the third umpire, where the third umpires would be in check, and they will be checking the run out decision, whether it is out or not out. So 4.5 overs have been bowled till now, and the score reads 31 run for the loss of 2 wickets. And the umpires are still checking for the run out decision. And I remind you, STI versus Metallica, these two teams have previously met in the finals of the GCC Season 1 tournament, where Metallica were crowned as the champions, and they were very brilliant in the final, even though Jayesh has played his part for his team. But Metallica, on the other hand, each and every player has contributed immensely, and they were the team that was looking rock solid from the very start of the tournament, and they have beaten comprehensively to each and every opponent that they have faced before the finals. And in the finals also, we have seen that the final was pretty one-sided, and they have won that quite easily. So Metallica versus the STI Kings, as if it is a flashback or something we are seeing here. Same Metallica is slowly and steadily overshadowing the STI Kings. It is a game of a cricket where you cannot judge on a particular given day which player is going to be handy or which player can win you matches. It is just a kind of game where any individual can come best on a particular given day, and he can destroy the opponent with his skill set, even it is bowling, either it is bowling or batting or even fielding. So it is a very, very good exposure that these players are getting to, and still we are checking about that decision. So after a bit of discussion with the third umpire, the decision seems to be not out and in the favor of the batsman, as if the fielder has hurried in terms of collecting the ball. Now Suresh into the bowling attack. He will be up against Mehul. Suresh to Mehul. He just drags that ball onto the leg side for no run. Till now, the Metallica team have been in a commanding position. Oh, that is a good delivery. Oh, and it was actually a fumble at the boundary line, but still he collects that catch comfortably. Very, very good catch at the boundary line. It was a brilliant catch at the boundary line, even though he juggled for that catch, but still he somehow manages to take that catch, and in just 5 or 6 overs, we have seen 2 brilliant catches from the Metallica team. So it is a sign of a good team in making. Once again, they are. Oh, that was once again hit straight into the hands of the fielder, but it was not on that particular height where you can easily grab your chances. But a wonderful attempt at the offside. Now Suresh once again into his run-up. Good delivery. Played, changing and rotating the strike is also very important. Sixes and fours, yes, they look very cool, but singles on the other hand have their importance in every aspect of the game. Next delivery by Suresh. Good delivery, very, very good delivery. Suresh is looking some bowler. He has got that skill to take any wicket at any given time. Next delivery once again. Brilliant over. Till now, this is some sort of bowling, some sort of best bowling to be very precise. So after 6 overs, the score reached 38 runs. 38 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. So after 6 overs, the score reached 38 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. STI Kings are out of track, looking out of track here, and Metallica all over them, just like in the final of the previous edition. They are in a very commanding position, and 3 overs or 18 deliveries, more to go in this first innings of this match. He just slogs that ball onto the leg side for a single. Mule just stands and delivers. Brilliant shot for a boundary. Now he has got that skill, or he has got that composure which can take his team to some respectability, to some commanding position. Because till now this team is not looking in that position where they can challenge the Metallica. Next delivery, once again he just locks the ball, but once again it is a dot delivery, and the Metallica guys seems to be charged up and pumped up from the very first ball which they have bowled. Until now, the voice have not been gone down. So this is also a very good sign of a team, a champion team. They just put pressure and more pressure on the batsman or on the opponent at every point of time. So after 7 overs, the score is 45 runs. 45 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. We have seen there is some very good support by the wicketkeeper to all his fielders, and all the team also joining the wicketkeeper. This is once again a good looking shot, even though it is just for 1, but still a good shot is a good shot. Next delivery, Mule once again on strike. He has hit a boundary and a 60. Now he has gone back into the pavilion. Now the captain of the team, Jayesh, would be on strike.
Good bowling hai, good bowling hai.
So Jayesh, the captain of the team, I don't know where he was because he has that he has got the skill to take the team to a comfortable position, but he has just demoted his batting position to very lower. I think he should bat much more higher than he's batting right now. Next delivery, Jayesh. He's the captain of the team once again. It is a very good shot. Single is there, so you must take it because even one single run can be very crucial when it comes to defending the total or even chasing the total. So can be very handy. Let's see how many more runs that they can add in the total. Good looking shot, but only just for one. Now the score reads 52 runs. 52 runs. Now 52 runs.
Vikram, 52.
Now the final over of this first inning on day 2, ground number 2, match 1, Metallica versus STI Kings. The last over will be bowled by Narendra. Now it will be bowled by Narendra. Nilesh is on strike. First delivery balled by the bowler. It was on that wide line where batsman always seems to be very canny, and they don't like bowlers bowling on that particular wide line Yorker. So Piyush 2 dots in a row in the last over. So this Metallica team has got that skill set, has got all the bases covered. They are showing why they're the champions. They were champions in the previous edition of the final. They are showing exactly what they are capable of. Jayesh would be on strike for the remaining 3 deliveries in the over. Next delivery, Jayesh on strike. 1 run. 1 run. A risky run has been taken, and rightly so. Jayesh will be back in the hub. It's judged a run out in the form of run out. He's going back into the pavilion. Next delivery. Oh, that was a very good delivery. So close to the leg stump. And Nilesh was well aware of his sum, so deliberately leaves the ball. Good shot, good looking shot. Very good looking shot for a boundary. Metallica versus the STI Kings. It is in the air. 1 run comfortably taken. So now the score reads 61 runs. 62 runs is the target what the STI Kings need to chase. Need to defend. And Metallica, the innings will be starting in a few moments.
पे आके रख सकते हो कॉल दो तो इधर वेट 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 आयुष थोड़ा अंदर आ आयुष थोड़ा अंदर आ थोड़ा थोड़ा और विकास आगे रखो कम ऑन बॉयज चलो रवि भाई चलो तुमको हर बॉल मारना है कैच हाउस से ऊपर थी अच्छा शॉट देंगे विकास कैच आएगा तेरे इधर भी लेग लेग पे आएगा मोस्ट बाहर ही खेलते अंदर ही खेलते नंबर रिसर्च कर चलो चलो कम ऑन बॉयज बॉल यार क्या बात है यार क्या बात है
So now we are back to the second innings of this first match at ground number 2, AK Salvi GCC Tournament Season 2. Oh! It is a very big appeal on the very second ball by the keeper, but the umpire seems to be unconvinced convinced by the decision of the wicket keeper. And 2 dots in a row. Ravi is on strike from the Metallica. Next delivery, very good shot. Just for 1. So after 3 deliveries, the score reads 1 run for the loss of no wickets. Next delivery by the bowler. Batsman ready with its stance on the crease. In form of a wide. Now score moves to 2 runs. Next delivery.
बैट्समैन नेम SB सुरेश बोत्रा
So the first wicket have been fall down for the STI Kings. STI Kings captain Jayesh, he has taken the honors for the first over. Jayesh, the captain of the team. Oh, that is some delivery. Even though it was wide, but it will create some sort of confusion in the mind of the batsman. Jayesh, he has always some sort of a thing in his mind, always thinking about his game. So this is a good sign for the STI Kings, because they have got these kind of players who has that some sort of skill to make a way out of nothing. Wide delivery, one more extra in this over. Now the score reads 5 runs for the loss of 1 wicket, and still one more delivery in this over remaining. Once again a wide in this over. Even though this over is very decent, if it had not ball this wide, so this over might have been very, very good for the STI Kings. Next delivery by Jayesh. Ravi is on strike. Good delivery. This is what he's known for. Line and length bowling. He's famous for that. So he must stick to that, because he's got that skill to ball. That good deliveries on a given day and out. So after 1 over, the score is 7 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. 7 for 1 after 1, and they are chasing 62 runs inside the 9 overs. So I don't think that the that the Metallica team should go from the very first ball or the very first over, because the run rate is not even close to 7. So if they play sensibly and if they play all the 9 overs, they can win this match quite comprehensively. So just they don't need to panic much, because as we have seen in the very first over, the batsman trying to hit that ball for a 6, and in that, if you can go hard on Jayesh, he will definitely take your wicket. So you just need to use your brain and just play sensibly, because these are things which you can learn by your own mistakes. But if you repeat those mistakes again, then there is some sort of issue. So just need to address it and move on. Just try to minimize the mistakes. So good fielding at the boundary line. One more run added to the tally. Next delivery. Good delivery. Very, very good delivery in the block holes. Some pace here. Some serious pace here from the bowler. So this 62 runs is not going to be very easy for the Metallica. They will need to make this 62 runs, and I know the STI Kings, that they will make life very, very difficult for the batsmen who will be facing. And this is what I was talking about. The STI Kings have got that players who can go hard from the very first over or from the very first ball. So it is a very, very good shot for a 6. So after 2 overs, the score reads 15 runs for the loss of. 1.4 overs have been bowled and 15 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. Still 2 more deliveries in this over. Once again, a low full toss ball, and it is straight into the hands of the fielder, and the batsman can't believe his luck what has just happened. And we have seen in the first innings also, a batsman has hit a 6, and on the very next delivery, in the same fashion, in the same manner, he has gone back into the pavilion. So same thing has been repeated here in the second innings also. So now new batsman, the left-handed batsman Janam is on strike, and next a delivery. 1.5 overs, 15 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Meet Shah, he was very good when he was batting. So now Janim facing his first delivery and hitting that over the top, even though it was just for a single, but still it looked a shot of a confidence. So after 2 overs, the score reached 16 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. So now Janim will be facing his second delivery, just for a single. But I think a big shot or a wicket, any here and there, any kind of a dot delivery and wicket is definitely there, because even though they are maintaining the run rate, but they are looking very desperate to chase it down inside some given over. So they have come with that attitude, and what a delivery! What a kind of a delivery that was. The batsman seems to have read it very perfectly well at the very end time, and he was going to step out, but at the very last moment he tries to skip back his decision, and now the umpire decision have been made. It is a wide call given by the umpire. Next delivery, yellow full toss ball, just for a single. Due to offside and leg side restrictions, many of the shots which look quite good and quite attractive, they just go for 1 run. But it is the restrictions for both the team, or for each and every team which is playing in the tournament. This is what turf cricket brings to you. Good throw at the striking end. Next delivery. China is on strike. Oh, it was very, very, very close to the leg stump. A top edge, a leading edge, and even though it will fall short, but what a brilliant, brilliant over by the bowler. So after 3 overs, the score is 21 runs. Three overs, 21 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. Next bowler, Vikas, with his left-handed. Vikas Jain with his left-handed, quite a slingy action. Not that slingy, but he still rotates his arm in such a way that when you look at on a very first time, or in or suddenly you will think that, oh, this is some delivery. So you will think that he's got that slingy arm, and this is what the left-handed bowler, if he can bowl in good channels and good areas, this is what he is capable of. So next delivery by Vikas. Very good delivery in the air it was, but just for one. Next delivery by, because Janim would be facing Vikas. Next delivery, left-handed to left-handed, very brilliantly bowled. That was. Next delivery. Vikas is the new bowler. This is some shot, but it was in the hands of the fielder. But while running, he just misbalanced it, and the ball which needs to be catched, it was dropped, and a single is also taken. So now the score reads 25 runs. Once again, a very good shot, very, very good fielding attempt. That is from Ayush at the onside. So now the score reads 26 runs. 26 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. So now I have, as we are seeing, the players getting very excited here. And once again, what a shot that was! Two back-to-back sixes. And suddenly Janim is back into his groove from where he has left in the finals. From where he has left in the finals of the previous edition, he is playing that sort of innings. Two back-to-back sixes is not that easy task, and against that bowler who has got that that extra pace, he has got that unorthodox action. But against that particular bowler, he has targeted and two back-to-back sixes. Once again onto the back foot, just for us. Even though, but I beg your pardon, it was not a single, but two sixes back to back. Now he steps out and he has taken his revenge. He has taken his revenge. Two back to back sixes and now two dot balls. Suddenly, one movement up and one movement down. So now the score is 38 runs for the loss of 3 wickets. 38 runs, 3 wickets down. Oh, what a delivery that was. Even though he has gone for two sixes in this over, but that was the brilliance, and that was the brilliance of Janim. Once again, what a delivery that is. He's bowling those deliveries as it is fit in his mind. So just 12 runs in his over. 12 runs seems to be quite big in numbers. Well, but still, after those two deliveries which Janim has hit him for sixes, after that four deliveries and four special deliveries from a special bowler. So now 24 runs more required in 24 deliveries. So more drama and more action to come. 24 runs required in 24 deliveries. 38 runs on the board already. STI Kings versus the Metallica AK Sangvichi Double C Tournament Season 2. What a match this has been so far. Both the teams were the finalists of the previous edition, which we have witnessed it live a year ago. Both teams were in the finals, and it is just like a repeat telecast of the finals once again in the back foot, but manages to hit that shot into the hands of the fielder. Next delivery was a low full toss ball just for a single. Oh, good delivery, very good delivery that was. Quite a unique bowler that he is, and if 24 runs required in 24 deliveries, and if you have that potential to bowl those good yorkers or good mixtures, so it gives some sort of confidence to your captain also. Oh, good delivery. The umpire, the batsman was looking at the umpire, but there is nothing wrong in that delivery. The ball just bounces deliberately in front of the batsman, and batsman seems to be a bit confused to whether to hit that ball or just leave that ball. Once again, a very good delivery, and it is a very good over till now. Next delivery. Let's see whether he can finish it well or not. Oh, now, yes. Now we can say there is some sort of hope into the camps of the STI Kings, and Jay seems to be very confident now from his team, because at one point of time where 26 runs, where 24 runs required in 26 deliveries, the Metallica seems to be very confident that they can win this match, and with bonus point also. But now the tides have been changed. The batsman which has hit two sixes in a row is back into the pavilion. So now score reads
Score.
So now the score it's 39 runs for the loss of 4 wickets. Still 23 more runs required in 18 given deliveries. This is going to be very interesting. 23 runs in 18 deliveries. So now 23 runs more required in 18 given deliveries. Good delivery by the bowler. 1 run more added into the totals. Score moves on to 40 runs. Gaurav with his next delivery was in the air. Fielding from the STI Kings have been very good till now. They have grabbed the opportunities which have come their way. It was in the air once again, but just for one. So till now, it is a very good over. So now 14 deliveries more remaining and 19 runs required. This is going to be very good chase. Now 18 delivery remaining. I beg your pardon. Next delivery. Once again hit it very firmly down the ground, but what a hit from the boundary line. And they are appealing for a run out, and I don't think that that the batsman was out of crease. He was very comfortably in. So now the equation is 17 runs more required in 12 given deliveries. But what a brilliant over. We must appreciate the effort of the bowler, because he has bowled that brilliant over in this context of the game where the Metallica seems to be taking the game away in a flash, and Jennings was hitting sixes as if for fun, but after taking that wicket and after concluding dodge, now the chase is even more interesting. Now starting off the over with a wide at this very crucial point of a time is not a very good sign. 16 more required in 10 deliveries. Any match this is now. Oh, what a stop! But it was there to be taken at this kind of time. You cannot afford these misfields and these 1 or 2 extra runs. You have to be spot on your fielding, because now if you can win the match, now if you want to win the match, it has to be your fielding, which has to be very sharp. Just don't need to give freebies or extra amount of runs to next delivery. Next delivery. Now he has hit that 6 runs, and on a very crucial time he has hit that shot out of nowhere, and now the equation seems to be under control for the Metallica. Now the equation seems to be under very much of control. Once again, a flat batted shot. But on this ground, taking 2 runs is no less than a danger, because the ground dimensions are such that if a misfields even happen, so you just don't blindly run for that second run, because that might be very dangerous. It was in the air and and comfortably taken at the boundary line. Now 8 balls remaining and 7 more runs required to win this match. 8 balls remaining and 7 runs required. This is some pace, and this is some good delivery. 7 balls, 7 run required. It was a it was a it is a very confident appeal from the fielding side, and as if they are 100% convinced that the batsman is out, and now they are looking very confident. So after some discussion from the third umpire, that ball was given as dead. So now the equation is 5 run required on in 6 deliveries. This seems to be easy for the STI Kings, as if it is looking as a cakewalk, but it would be very difficult if if they are going to play sensibly. This target is going to be very easy for them while chasing, but if they panic in 1 or 2 deliveries, this target is going to be even more tough than what they think of. And first delivery, it is a chance of a run out, and on the very first delivery, what the STI Kings would have expected, they have got that on the very first delivery. They have got the wicket in form of a run out, and a new batsman would be on crease. So now 5 more required in 5 deliveries. More required in 5 given deliveries, and it is going to be very interesting of a run chase, and 5 required in 5 deliveries. Salish, left-handed batsman, is on strike. Once again, it should be a run out at the non-striking end, and yes, I think so. Yes, 2 in 2 run outs, 2 deliveries and 2 run outs. He is going for a review. I don't think so. There is need of a review here, because it was clearly seen here also that the batsman might be short, but still he thinks that he is in. I don't know what he's thinking, but he has opted for that review. So now the umpires are going to check for the third umpire. Will be going to the third umpire to check whether the batsman was inside the crease or he has just not came inside that trim line. I think the decision has been made clear and crystal that the batsman was run out. So now 5 more runs required in 4 deliveries and 2 consecutive deliveries. We have seen 2 consecutive runouts in the last over. How many times we have seen this since happening in cricket? Rarest things to happen in a cricket. 6 ball, 5 runs required, but now the equation stands as 5 more runs required in 4 deliveries and 2 back-to-back runouts we have seen here. Next batsman, Piyush, is on strike. I beg your pardon, Vicky is on strike. 5 more runs required in 4 deliveries. It is going to be very tough for the Metallica to chase it down. It was in the air, but it is safe now. So 4 runs required in 3 deliveries. Four runs required in 3 given deliveries. What a good first match we are witnessing here on day 2 GCC tournament, AK Sangvi GCC tournament season 2, round number 2 and match number 1. The Metallica versus the STI Kings, the finalist of the previous edition. 4 more run required in 3 deliveries. It is not given as dead. So now 4 runs required in 2 deliveries. I think they have made it a mess of this chase. And it is a dead delivery. It is a dead delivery now. Once again into the match. 1 moment up and 1 moment down. round that I have mentioned many a times in this match. It's sometimes the STI Kings were on top, and the very next moment, if we see that Metallica chasing STI Kings and they were on the top. Now the match is in even Stevens. 3 more runs required in 2 given deliveries. Let's see who hold their nerves better, and it should be a run out, and yes! And yes, once again, what a match, and I will also give compliments to the captain of this team, Jayesh. He has led his team he has led his team fantastically well till now. 8.5 deliveries have been ball, and his bowling changes were spot on. So now 3 more runs required in 1 deliveries. If you can hit a 4, then you can win the match. But it seems to be clearly impossible to take 3 runs running. So 4 compulsory, I think you have to hit, because running 3, even if it is overthrow also, it is very difficult to run 3 runs on this ground. So now the equation stands 3 runs in 1 given delivery, and if STI Kings would lose this match, then their fault will be there in losing. Now yes, the STI Kings, the umpire has given the ball as a dead ball, and now the STI Kings have challenged it immediately to the third umpire to check for the dead ball. What an end to a fantastic match here. This is such a fantastic game of cricket, and this is what happens when 2 top teams play against each other. The finalist of the previous season, of the previous edition, season number 1, GCC. These 2 teams were the finalists, and they have shown why they were in the finals. Both teams handled their nerves very well, and what we have seen is in front of you. Super over will take place, I think. Welcome back once again to the super over. Metallica batsman on strike, and Jayesh, most probably it was expected that he will going to bowl that super over. The captain of this team, he knows how to play those crucial moments. Oh, that was so very close. This a chance at the run out at the non-striking end, and I think, oh, the umpire seems to be a bit confused because of what has just happened here. So once again, a third umpire have been involved in this game. And rightly so, it was called by the third umpire. So one first wicket have been gone down in the form of a run out in the super over. Next delivery by Jayesh was down the leg for a wide. Next delivery by Jayesh. The Suresh is on strike. Should be for one. And yes, only single considered. So even though they have lost one wicket, but still they have managed to make 4 runs on the board, and just 2 deliveries have been also 4 more deliveries are remaining in this over, and they must be thinking of a 10 or 11 run over, and if they can make it, they will be in a very commanding position. With the dot, the score is still 4 runs for the loss of 1 wicket. 3 deliveries have been bowled and 3 more deliveries remaining in this over. Next delivery. Next delivery by Jayesh. On strike. And on a very important delivery, he just manages to hit that shot out of the ground for a sixer. So now STI Kings must be thinking that they have cut loose the match, and Metallica on the other hand will be thinking of the vice versa of it, and with this stumping the first innings comes to an end, and the target which would be required for the STI Kings to win this match would be 11 runs. So if they make these 11 runs, they will win this match as well as those crucial points as well.
Metallica needs to defend the 10 runs. If Metallica stops them, if Metallica stops STI Kings in less than 10 runs, they will be victorious. And definitely STI Kings would be aiming, will be hoping to score this 11 runs within the stipulated 6 deliveries. It's taking a hell of a lot of time to complete the innings because of various reasons, stopping due to power failure, stopping due to technical reasons like third umpire's view, DRS system. So Abhishek, what do you think about the quality of the cricket being played over here?
So actually, what I have observed is the players are very enthusiastic here, and the player always seems to be learning in different phases, and they love to play with the group of the players which they are playing from so long time. And from the last edition, what I have seen that these players have the core has been retained in each and every team, and these two teams which we are seeing playing here, they both were the finalists of the previous edition, and they both have performed exceptionally well, and they have defeated their opponents quite comprehensively. So what we are seeing here is the result of the previous edition, and a super over is in front of us, and the top team which when they play against each other, this kind of competitiveness always there. So now 11 runs are required, and the super over is in progress. STI Kings will require 11 runs to win this match.
So that's the first match where super over is introduced when both the teams tied the score. Very fast ball and bowling round arm action with the round arm action going wide. So already 1 run scored. So 10 more required. 10 more required of 6 deliveries, 6 legitimate deliveries. Once again with the round arm action, lifted in there, hitting the roof, but only a single. So this single will bring total to 2 runs. So 9 required of 5. This can be anybody's game. 1 stroke of or 2 boundary stroke will ease the pressure. It is just a 9 runs of 5 deliveries. Once again, it's right arm round the wicket to MS Dhoni. And lifted it for 6. And that's GCC 6er. AK Sangvi Group presents GCC 2023 Premier League. And that's the first super over match. And it may happen that it will end within 4 deliveries. This time again, Niaz placed it on the onside, and there is a chance of run out. Umpire's decision is out. So twist in the story. Abhishek, what do you think about this twist?
These super overs are always very tedious and always very mischievous. They bring some sort of excitement, and as we have seen the previous delivery, it was hit very clean towards in the end, and it was for 6. But the very next delivery, what we have seen is in a form of a run out. So one moment up, and the next moment down. It was in the air once again, hitting the offside nets, and one more run added into the tally. So now the score reads 9 runs for the loss of 1 wicket, and just 2 more required, and deliveries remaining is also 2. So now 2 balls remaining and 2 runs required.
So this will be the decider ball, I will say. What happens in this ball will decide, and lifted it up in the offside, and now scores are level. Scores are level. So that's scores are level. Scores are level. 1 more run required off the last delivery. And number 10, MS, is on strike. There's a noise all over the place. And down. And he is out. So it's one more tie. It's one more tie. One more tie. I don't know about the playing conditions. What they have decided first. In one of the tournament I have done the commentary. The playing condition was saying if super over is tie, they will see who has hit the maximum number of 6. But here, exciting match is you have witnessed just now. The first match was tied and the super over also tied.